Vamos carajo? Is it working? Vamos carajo! What's going on, boys and girls? Again, another bit of impromptu streaming action. Just back from work. Got back at 8 o'clock. Spent half an hour just sorting things out. Of course, with the game in the background. Let's see, is anybody here? Is anybody alive and kicking on this beautiful Tuesday evening? Chelsea versus Real Madrid. Villarreal versus Bayern Munich. Champions League quarter-final action. Chelsea so far leading the Spanish Giants. But can they get the second vital goal and potentially a third en route to that Champions League semi-final? Can they be the first of potentially many English clubs to secure their place in that Champions League semi-final? Or will Real Madrid be too strong? Can Villarreal do the impossible? Keep Bayern at hold for another, I'd say, probably you're looking at 15 plus 50. You're probably looking at another 65 minutes of action in that game minimum for Villarreal to hold off. Can they do it? Who knows? Who knows? But what I do know is you've got both the games on here and hopefully some legends to watch along with, as Benzema goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. Bayern really piling the pressure on Villarreal right now, but two players are down. It does look like, is that Pau Lopez? No, it's not. No, it's not, but what's happened here? Lewandowski is kicked through his foot. It's Raul Albiol who finds himself on the floor. He's been on the floor for a good couple of minutes now. It was Lewandowski who absolutely hack and slash through him. Pretty light connection, if you ask me. Pretty light connection indeed. Wouldn't be giving that myself. But it is, of course, the Chelsea-Real Madrid game that probably has most people's interest peak right now. Most people's interests peaked as Mason Mount obviously opened the scoring for Chelsea. What a beautiful finish it was, by the way. If anyone hasn't seen it, he gets the ball. It's on a bounce. Not quite a half volley, but it bounces back up. And he just strikes it so beautifully, so pure with the inside of his right foot. It curls straight into the side netting. Right, well, not quite the side netting, but just inside the post there. Into the right-hand corner of the goal. Beautiful, beautiful finish. And Chelsea, the aggressors right now. Chelsea really pinning them back in their unfamiliar yellow stripe kit. Or rather, unfamiliar yellow stripes. And oh, that's a meaty challenge there, my son. Is that a yellow for Havertz? Oh, he's late on the ball there. He's late on the ball with some meaty challenge. I don't know if I'd give it a yeah, I'd probably have to give it a yellow. I probably would have to give it a yellow. It is a meaty challenge. Hang on a second. Let me just sort some tags out for this son of a glitch. Let me just sort some tags out. Bang, bang, bang. Just need to sort that out. Bam, bam, boogie. All right, here we go. Who are your scores on the doors for? I might make a sneaky bet. I'm feeling a sneaky bet on a Chelsea to qualify. I don't know what it is. The way this game is going, I don't know. I can feel the energy. I can feel the energy from that side. Of course, Real Madrid still comfortably in the lead. And if they do get another goal now, it does look like it will be curtains for Chelsea. But the way they've been playing, I don't know, I can just feel it in the air. I feel like this is going to be another year dominated by English teams. I think we could have 3 out of the 4 teams be English clubs in the Champions League semi-finals. I think you could see 3 English clubs and Villarreal potentially in the semi-finals of the Champions League. How mental would that be? How absolutely crazy would that be if Villarreal finished their job against Bayern Munich? Hang on a second. The lights are very, very bright. Let me just sort that out there. That's good. That's good right there. God damn. Again, I'm going back to the Casper the Ghost action. Basicom Mega, my boy. How are you? How are you? It's Champions League night, baby. How are you feeling? Is the energy coursing through your veins, my man? And most importantly, what are your scores on the doors? Do you think Chelsea can do the unthinkable and come back? Do you think Villarreal could do the batshit crazy and manage to keep Bayern Munich at bay for another, probably you're looking at 55 minutes of action? What are your scores on the doors so far? Yes, it is what it is. It is indeed a beautiful European night as Ruben Loftus-Cheek charges down the right-hand side. He's brought down by Vinicius Jr. Referee says no foul. Looked a bit meaty to me. Looked like he left a bit on my boy RLC. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. Hang on a second here. What's the referee going to give? What is the referee going to give here? Nah, actually, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's gone shoulder to shoulder with Loftus-Cheek. Obviously, the much smaller man. It looks like he's just barged him off, to be honest. He hasn't really made any connection with the legs. He hasn't swiped him down. I don't know. It just seemed like a little bit of a tussle in there. I'm not sure if I would give the foul away. It's just so exciting, man. I love these later stages of the Champions League. Oh, my God, Villarreal. Villarreal on the counter, on the break. Oh, what a sitter. Oh, Danjuma. Oh, Danjuma, what a sitter. Oh, what a chance for Villarreal. Danjuma on the break. He could have made it two. Villarreal have been absolutely pinned back more than Sadio Mane's hairline today. And what a break on the counter that would have been. It's a lovely bit of play. Flicked over the head. Lovely run there. Is Danjuma just offside? I'm not so sure. But what a run by the Dutchman, and he's one-on-one there. He lets the angle close himself out. Should have taken the shot maybe a yard or two earlier. He closes the angle down too much and just lashes at it. The ball's curling away from him. And the ball was always curling away from the goal as well from that angle. Oh, that could have been a big, big moment for Villarreal. It really could have. Really, really could have. Leroy Sané touching it down. Leroy Sané playing in an unfamiliar-ish right wing role at Bayern Munich. He's been moved around a hell of a lot. What do you guys think about Leroy Sané's development over at Bayern Munich? Of course, back in Germany, back in his homeland, back where he wanted to be. How do you think his development has been? Have you expected more from him? Have you expected more from him? I think he's exactly what I saw at City. On his day, absolutely unreal. Technical ability far beyond what many could even conceive imaginable. Athleticism, unbelievable athleticism. I mean, the son of two athletes. His mother was a sprinter, and I'm not sure quite what his dad did, but I'm pretty sure he was an athlete himself. And you can see it in his physique and the way that he runs with the ball. But he's just a little bit inconsistent. A tad inconsistent for me. That's mad, mate. It is mad. It is mad. And here come Chelsea again for even more madness. It's Timo Werner who gets taken down this time. And it is a foul this time. And it is a dangerous Chelsea free kick just outside the area. Just outside the area. Hang on a second, mate. I'm going to have to put a tasty bet on this. I'm going to have to put an accumulator, a bit of accumulator action. I'm going to have to put a bit of accumulator action here. I'm going to have to put a Chelsea and Villarreal win. Chelsea and Villarreal, again, not advising betting. If you're not over the age of 18, do not do it. And if you've never done it, don't do it as well. It is a mugs game. You will always lose. That is what betting is. But if you want a bit of fun and you have just a tiny bit of cash to burn and you're willing to lose that amount, then that's what you do. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm going to whack maybe a couple quid on it, see what happens. Spin the luck, but I'm perfectly willing to lose this money. And it's a terrible free kick by Chelsea, headed wide by Rudiger in the end. And Real Madrid reacclaim themselves with the ball. 1-0 Chelsea, 44 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. 0-0 Villarreal, Bayern Munich, 44 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. How do I make this, man? Okay. Alright, hang on a second. So... How do I put them to go through? Winner of the tie, Chelsea. Alright. Winner of the tie, Chelsea. Okay. And then winner of the tie, Villarreal. Okay. What is that? 7.9 to 1. It's not crazy, but it's decent. It's not too shabby, Alonso. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Just messing around with the bets here. The accumulator as the half-time clock does loom in on both games. Villarreal snatched one before half-time. I'm not so sure. Hang on a second. Vinicius Jr. coming in for Real Madrid. Vinicius Jr. twisting and turning his way through Reece James. Reece James eventually pushing him out. Only as far as Casemiro. And Kante's back again. And that is half-time in the Chelsea versus Real Madrid game. Villarreal, Bayern Munich still going on. Couple minutes left in that one. Let me get that ready for the half-time. And hang on a sec. All right, let me put an accumulator on. Let me put a naughty bit of Aka action on here. Bit of Chris Aka boosty, if you will. Who do I put to score first for Chelsea? Or to score second? Karim Benzema to score the second goal. Kai Havertz to score the second goal. Kai Havertz to be carded. Hang on, how has he not been carded yet? Yeah. That's looking good. Bayern Munich, Villarreal. Who's going to go through in that one? I'm feeling Villarreal, you know. I am feeling Villarreal. Ooh. Jesus, man. Sky Bet has a lot of options, you know. Sky Bet do have a lot of options. No, I don't think Gerard Moreno will score. It is still... Oh, my days. Bayern Munich really coming forward here with Leroy Sané. Leroy Sané still. He's still cutting inside. Sané finds... Oh, that was Goretzka there. What a chance for Goretzka. It's nipped away at the last second by Raul Albiol. And can they spring on a last second counter-attack? Here they go. It's Gerard Moreno. It's a 2-on-3 for Villarreal. The yellow shirts storming forward. It's sloppy, it's slow, but Villarreal still come forward. Indeed they do, and it's Gerard Moreno! Oh! What a chance. What a big chance right at the end of the half. It's Taco Kid. What's going on, my boy? What is going on, my man? What is going on, my man? What is going on, my boy? Why can I not make this a double? Why is it making it singles? Oh, man. Why is it... Alright. This bet thing's coming over. Nothing much indeed. Who do you have going through this, Taco Kid? Sorry, I am just making a a little accumulator for fun on the side. So that's why I'm a little bit distracted right now. But who do you have going through? Who do you have going through? Chelsea, Villarreal. I personally, my two, like I say, my scores on the doors. I'm thinking Chelsea. I'm thinking they might do it, you know. I'm thinking they might. And Villarreal, only 45 minutes left to hold off for them. How crazy would that be? 4D chess. Unai Emery is playing, yeah? Tactical genius. And I won't hear another word about it. The guy is a tactical genius. Madrid, and I'm going to say Villarreal. Couple of Spanish teams in there, you feel. What are you feeling? 2 Spanish, 2 English? Potentially. Hang on a second. If you could, I've been going on saying that there's a chance that we get triple English teams and Villarreal in the semi-final. I just realised there's still an outside shot that you get 3 Spanish teams in the semi-final. A bit of a Spanish resurgence on the European scene. Because you could be looking at Villarreal, could be looking at Real Madrid, and maybe, just maybe, Atletico Madrid do the unthinkable and come back against Man City tomorrow. You never know. Stranger things have happened in the world of football. Stranger things have happened. All right, boom. Let's get that back. What game they have been, though. What a game. Chelsea, I think, probably having the better chances in that Real Madrid game, in my opinion. But as for the Villarreal game, that has been all one-sided traffic at the hands of Bayern Munich. What a destruction at times it has been. Villarreal having a couple of good chances on the break. Not really amounting to much, though. Really not. Really not. Let me get the lineups up for you. Let me get the lineups up for you right here, right now. Okay, Chelsea, of course, like I said, trailing 1-0 to Real Madrid. Villarreal drawing 0-0. And it was this man, Mason Mount, with the goal. An absolutely beautiful finish. An orgasmic finish of divine proportions. If you haven't seen it, you got to go check it out. The way the ball bounces up, like I said, it's running into his stride. He opens his body up, side foot, curls it into the corner. Fantastic. And then whipping out some stats here. 0.52 XG to 0.14. Chelsea and Real Madrid, that is. As you can see, a game of not really a lot of chances. But as you know, football is a game of 2 halves. It is probably about to explode into life in this second half now. As for the Real Madrid lineup, you are looking at, of course, Vinicius Junior, Valverde, Benzema, Kroos, Modric, of course, Valverde. When Real Madrid don't have the ball, slipping in to kind of bolster up the midfield, which is more his natural position. Then he is a winger. Jesus, sorry about that. My getting mad hiccups right now. Really sorry about that. As for Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid, this man right here, Leroy Sané, for me, looking the most dangerous for Bayern Munich right now. He has been getting a lot of joy down that right-hand side. His final ball just hasn't been on for him. But if he carries on the way he's going, he is causing them utter bedlam down that right-hand side. His acceleration, his athleticism, and the skill he has on the ball, not just from whipping it in from out wide, but on a dead ball situation as well, is something that Villarreal are going to have to be really, really wary of. And I've been really impressed with Sané today. Like I said, I don't know what you guys think about how he's developed since going to Bayern Munich. Obviously, he was keen to get away from Man City, where he wasn't getting a lot of game time. I don't know. It's 50-50 for me. Look, it's similar to what I saw from him at City, as I said before, at the risk of repeating myself. It's just he's played with a little bit of inconsistency, if you ask me, Leroy Sané. On his day and on his moment, he is like nothing you've ever seen before. You know, like I said, his raw athleticism, the technique he gets, especially when he strikes it with his left foot. But he's just, I don't know. He can be a bit off the boil when it comes to his pressing and his positional awareness at times. But like I said, probably looking the most dangerous out of any Bayern Munich player. And what a bunch of legends that these men are. What a bunch of legends they'll go down in Villarreal folklore if they managed to do this. I mean, look at this. Giovanni Lo Celso not really having a great time. I mean, he was highly touted before moving to Tottenham Hotspur. He didn't really have the best time of it over in London, did he? And now he could be on his way to a Champions League semi-final. What a turnaround that would be. What a turnaround for the books. And how over disrespected was this man right here? How over disrespected was this beautiful man right here? What a tactical genius. Absolute tactical genius. Rafinha is clear of Leroy Sané. Potentially could be, I'd actually rather have Rafinha on my side than Leroy Sané. Maybe that's down to a subtle bit of bias. Who knows? But I think Rafinha is a little bit more consistent for me. But, I mean, having said that, I think any team in world football would be lucky to have Leroy Sané. I mean, you're probably looking at Leroy Sané as a bit more pace to him, a bit more directness to his game than Rafinha. Rafinha, I think, has got a little bit more flair. Probably a little bit better finishing than Sané, a little bit more consistent, but no. Could be a good evening for Unai if they get through. It would be a very good evening for Unai, and a very bad evening for Arsenal fans who find themselves in the mire of bottling top four right now, and could be looking at their former manager, the guy that they shunned out of the door, finding his way into a Champions League semi-final. I do Real Madrid versus Chelsea watch-along Madrid. Who is Hill Football? My man, Hill Football. How are you? Who are you, boy? I don't know who you are. Never seen you before, but if anyone is interested, there you go. There you go. You heard it here first. But all I know is that this is something that I'm very excited for this second half. This is down to the wire now. Balls to the walls action that we are going to be seeing. And Chelsea are going to have to pull out all the stops to manage to claw a victory. Or they're winning, but claw a more important victory against Real Madrid. But before the second half does start, I am gonna prime the screen up here. Here we go. Get it back in action. The second half is bound to start in just a second. Can I get some scores on the doors? Can I get some predictions? Yeah, man of the match. First goal scorers. Who has been really impressing you? Who do you see going through to the semi-final in all the games? Not just these two. I'm talking Man City versus Atletico tomorrow. I'm talking Liverpool versus Benfica tomorrow. Who do you see going through to the semi-finals? Who do you see going through all the way to the final? Let me know right now while I quickly run off to the toilet, and I'll be back in just a second. In the words of a very wise man, don't go changing. Vamos, carajo. We're back in the gaff. Sorry, I'm late, Jack. Wow, it's good to have you here. How are you, my man? How are you? Good to see you. I think it's going to be Madrid-Liverpool final. Ooh, Atletico or Real, though? Atletico or Real? That's the question. And if that's the question, what is the answer? Could we see an Atletico Real semi-final instead? Or will we be looking at a Chelsea City final? I think those two are probably the most appeasing, either in all Spanish or in all English. It's Game of Gaethan. How are you, my man? How have you been? Real Madrid. You don't think City? I think this could be City's game, you know. I mean City's year. I really do think this could be City's year. I really do. Or Liverpool's. I mean, obviously, I'm admitting I have an English bias, you know, but I think it would be really cool to see a City versus Liverpool final. Personally, I think that would be really cool. Just because, you know, they're going neck to neck in the Premier League, and I think they are probably two of the best teams in Europe. Definitely football-wise, excitement-wise, I think they are the two. I think the only club really rivaling them right now is potentially Real Madrid. I know Bayern Munich are very strong on their day, but the way Real Madrid have been playing this year has been very, very good under Don Carlo Ancelotti. And especially Benzema and Vinicius Jr., their link-up play is something to behold, to beheast, yeah? And we are about to start the second half right here, right now. As the voice of Steve McManaman bellows around the Santiago Bernabeu. Ferland Mendy readying himself. Sipping what looks like a bunch of gin there. That's a funny old bottle that he's swinging out of there. Didn't look like water to me, fella. Looked like he was necking a bit of the old gin and tonic. Without the tonic. Here we go. N'Golo Kante with a deep breath. Staring Benzema straight in the eyes. The battle of the French. The battle of the Vive Francais. Here we go. Vamos carajo. Let me just get the scoreboard timed up. For if anyone is watching it, if you are watching it on BT Sport, there is a pause function on the enhanced player. If you do want to sync it up. Bit of Cinco de Mayo weekend action. Here we go, 43-44. Chelsea coming forward already on the attack. Hang on a second here. Hang on a tick. Oh my God! Ruben Loftus-Cheek! Oh, and Havertz has just passed it all the way back to the halfway line, man. Oh my days. Jesus. What a chance that was early doors for Chelsea. This is what I'm saying, man. I don't know. They just seem more intense. Real Madrid are looking a little bit flat for me right now. They could, of course, always puncture them on the counter-attack. That's the thing. Come on, Rudiger. Need some big stuff from you. I don't know why I'm saying that. In fact, there is a reason why I do want Chelsea to win, and that's for my ACCA. Aside from that, I don't really care. I don't have too much of a bias. Generally, I shouldn't want Chelsea to win. As a Leeds fan, but it is good to see English clubs do well in the European continent. But otherwise, I'm just looking for a good game of football. And right now, it is Chelsea delivering that action with Timo Werner. And it's just saved. He's still alive, though. Is that a pen? He's taken Havertz down, though. Havertz has fouled Neuer there. Not Neuer. Neuer? Courtois. Jesus, man. I got two games on at the same time. It's confusing me. It's confusing me here. Both teams playing in yellow as well. You got Chelsea playing in yellow. You got Villarreal playing in yellow. That's a questionable save by Courtois, though. And he just about gets there. I don't know. Casemiro's gone through the back of Kai Havertz there. I'm not sure. You know. They've given the free kick in the favour of Thibaut Courtois, but now that you look at it again, Casemiro has absolutely scythed through the back of him there. He has. Is this mic too loud, by the way? Is this mic... it seems fine to me. Seems A-OK. as the Villarreal versus Bayern Munich game is set to kick off. I don't have the timer for that one, unfortunately. I do not have the facilities for that, big man. But the score will be there, live updated, of course. As that game kicks off now. Instantly, Bayern Munich putting them under lambasted levels of pressure. And Benzema absolutely hack and slashes the ball out. Here we go. Mark Dross Alonso. As we hit 7 whole goddamn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from, but I don't know. You 7 fine, saucy, sexy, charismatic individuals are absolute living legends. And Bayern Munich could be going for an early goal. Lewandowski. Oh, what a save. What a save. Gordon Banks, not quite Gordon Banks, but it was a Gordon Banks-esque save by Rulli there. Let's see who whips it in. It is Leroy Sané who whips it in. He's tried to back heel it there. He has tried to back heel it. I believe that's Messiah. Tries to back heel it in the path of Lewandowski. Unfortunately for him, Lewandowski not quite able to get on the end of it. God damn, this is end to end. This is why I like having 2 games on at the same time. There's always action. You look across to one game, suddenly it's a bit slow there. You look across to the other game. Next thing you know, Chelsea are pinning Real Madrid back on the edge of their box. Drilling it across with RLC, and it is a Real Madrid corner. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, by the way, playing really well today. Playing really well. I'm not going to lie to you. I thought there's many times this season and other seasons where I thought Loftus-Cheek was kind of done at the top level, kind of failed to make his way into the team. But it just shows you that with all these top teams, you need a Divock Origi, you need a Ruben Loftus-Cheek, you need someone who can come in for the odd couple of games a season and just change things up and really perform. Not that Loftus-Cheek only plays a couple of games of the season, but you need a deep squad, and Reece James almost ripping it into the corner. Chelsea pinning Real Madrid back. They can't get out of their own half here. And he comes to the edge of the box. It's Marcos Alonso. He smashes it across before it comes back to Reece James. It has been given a corner. Apparently, it's deflected wide. I thought he just ripped the shot wide there. And it's a goal! It's Romelu Lukaku. Rudiger, sorry. Nods it into the right-hand corner. It's 2-0 Chelsea. It's 3-3 on aggregate. And Chelsea have come back. There's going to be question marks. Should it have been a corner in the first place? Should it have been a corner? It looks like Ruben Loftus-Cheek just flicked it wide. But it's Antonio Rudiger with the header. And it's a fantastic header from the corner. It's Chelsea 2-0. And the game is open now. Everything up to play for, up for grabs. Will Chelsea make the comeback? Can Real Madrid come back with a counter-attack of their own? Oh my God. Wow. I told you could feel it. The way the second half started, Chelsea were all over them like a rash they couldn't get rid of. Oh! And Leroy Sané's almost whipped in a free kick in the other game. Oh my Lord. God damn. And that's what I was saying about Leroy Sané at halftime. With his ability from a dead ball situation, he rips it in. It is headed away before it can cause the goalkeeper any trouble. But Bayern Munich have a corner now. Can we get 2 corner goals in 2 seconds? Finds his way to Leroy Sané. And he's pushed all the way back. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Now this is football right here. This is vintage football. 2 of the best teams in Europe. Well, 3 of the best teams in Europe. And one of the best tactical masterminds in Europe. In Unai Emery. This is why there is nothing better, aside from the World Cup, there is nothing better than Champions League football. This is the pinnacle. Courtois to score the winning goal and shush the Chelsea fans. That would be something, wouldn't it? That would be something. Alisson style comes up last minute for a corner. Boom. Scores the header. That would be something. That would be one of the ultimate forms of shithousery that you've ever seen. What a header by Rudiger, by the way. What a header. Fantastic header. And this is why, for me, I was saying at the beginning of the year, probably one of, if not the best defenders in world football, in my opinion. He kind of, like, Chelsea kind of went off the boil a bit around the middle of the season. And so did Rudiger to a certain extent. But for me, I think there's barely a centre-back out there. He can do absolutely everything. But now, this seems to have woken up Real Madrid. It's Karim Benzema! Oh, what a challenge in there by Thiago Silva. Wow, this has really woken Real Madrid up now. Real Madrid coming out, firing on all cylinders. We've got a game on our hands now, baby. This really has got an interesting Maciek. I can tell you a knee sliding around everywhere when that Rudiger goal went in. What a game. What a couple of games we got on our hands here. Wow. But like I said, now Real Madrid coming forward with everything. Last-ditch challenge by Reece James there just to block it. It does find its way to Thiago Silva. What a block that is by Reece James. And now Chelsea come forward on the counter. Terrible ball across. Wow. Who do you guys have going through now? Do you still have Real Madrid doing it, Taco Kid? Hang on a second. Carvajal really putting Rudiger under pressure here. And also, if we do have any Chelsea fans, what am I right with my assessment of Rudiger? Or am I not seeing something here? Am I missing something when I'm saying he's literally one of, if not the best centre-half in world football? What can't he do? And what can't Lewandowski do? Oh, what a goal. What a finish by Lewandowski. And within a matter of minutes, Bayern Munich have also scored. Bayern Munich take the lead. And that is an absolute dagger through the hearts of Villarreal fans. An absolute dagger through the hearts of Unai Emery. And Bayern Munich take what you could really call a well-deserved lead. And it's 1-0 Bayern Munich. It's a fantastic finish by Lewandowski on his right foot through the legs of Raul Albiol. Absolutely pings it off the inside of the post. And it's all level in that game now. All level in both games. Almost a sneaky free kick. It's so hard to talk. I'm sorry. There's so much going on in both games. It's hard to talk here. Hard to talk. Yeah, still have Madrid. To be fair, like you say, since that second goal, Madrid really lambasting the pressure on here. Really coming at them. But here come Chelsea on the counter-attack again. Timo Werner down the right-hand side. He's inside the 18-yard box now. Cuts it back, but nobody's home. And Kingsley Coman absolutely... Don't know who he was aiming for there. Someone in the crowd, maybe. Kingsley Coman. Absolutely lashing it wide. What an atmosphere that must be there now. Is it the Allianz? It is the Allianz Arena, isn't it? What an atmosphere it must be over there. Those German fans are absolute nutcases. And in the best sense of that word. Atmospherically wise... I mean, probably they're second to Borussia Dortmund, because Borussia Dortmund with their yellow wall is one of the craziest things you'll ever experience, and something I really do want to experience one day. But just German fans in general. It's probably helped by the fact that it's probably more of a working class sport there, because they don't charge you 100 quid to get to a game. And because their clubs are 50-50 crowd-funded, it does make the fans more involved. You can just sense a little bit of more lifeblood in the fans for some of these German clubs than you do see through maybe some of the other continental teams out there. Although it's the lifeblood on the pitch from the former European champions and the English club Chelsea right now. And Kai Havertz has absolutely lashed it wide there. Real Madrid so far probably dominating a lot of the possession in this second half, but they're getting caught on the counter-attack again and again by Chelsea here. Every time they look so open on the counter. So open. They look more open than a hooker's legs on the red light district. Yeah, I'm back in Madrid. back in Madrid. Back in Madrid, eh? It's a wise choice if you look at the overall stats and the facts that very few clubs historically have performed when needed most in European scenarios than the Spanish giants. But so far, they just seem a little bit lacking of intensity. Could change though. What a ball by Benzema. Carvajal now. Oh, what a ball by Carvajal through the legs. And again, Rudiger's there to block Benzema. Again, Rudiger is in there like swimwear. One of the biggest shithouses in European football. He's built like a brick. In fact, he's not even like... I mean, he's a big guy. He's not like the most jacked on, like the most jacked defender you've ever seen, but he's just so strong and so menacing. He just bullies you. Not to mention his finishing ability with his head, with his feet. Oh! Oh, what a chance for Madrid, though. What a chance. The ball comes absolutely flying across goal there. Alonso is so slow. He really is. He really is. He really is. His recovery pace is not the best. Carvajal is having a lot of joy when they do go one-on-one there. He's having a lot of joy. It's like Alonso's walking on quicksand at times there. Tell you who doesn't walk on quicksand though, Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman with 4 Ronaldo chops in a row. Jesus, man. Can't get the ball off him there. Kingsley Coman just absolutely skinning defenders left, right and centre there. And Lewandowski now. Wow, Bayern Munich have really turned it around. I mean, I know they were dominating the whole of the first half, but in this second half... Now, Bayern Munich are turning the style on. They're turning the jets on. But I don't know. I can just see... If Bayern Munich don't make it 2 in the next, like, probably 15 minutes. I'll say 13. I'll say by the 70th minute mark. If they don't make it 2-0, then I don't know. I can just feel Villarreal sucker punching them on the counter-attack. I don't know why. I just see visions of it. I just see it. You know, sometimes, you know, when you just get a gut feeling and there's no logic to explain why you get these gut feelings, but you just get them. You just get them. And here comes Carvajal against Alonso again. Casemiro this time making the run in behind. Casemiro. Is he the best central midfielder in the world? Holding midfielder in the world? Is it N'Golo Kante or is it Casemiro? 2 of the highest touted defensive midfielders in the world. Obviously, you got Fabinho in there as well, who probably doesn't get as much of the credit as he deserves. But who is it? Casemiro, for the years he's done it, for what he actually offers, the technical ability as well that he has, compared to a lot of the other people in question, is phenomenal. Phenomenal. And the years he's done it for, the trophies he's won, the accolades he's won. But is he still there? Oh my God. Valverde with one of the chances of the game. Carvajal again down that right-hand side, playing it back. And Valverde runs onto it. It's one of the purest strikes you'll see of the ball. Doesn't get his body over it and absolutely skies it over the bar. Adam Forshaw, best midfielder in the world. Well, what can I say? What can I say? Gotta disagree with you on that one. Gotta disagree with you, because Calvin is better. But I mean, he's up there. He surely is up there. He surely is up there. Oh. And so is this man, N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante still running with the ball. Gives it to Alonso. Alonso still! Oh, what a goal! Oh, it's Marcos Alonso! You can call him slow. You can call him defensively inept all you want. But what an absolute thundercracker by the Spaniard against the Spaniards. And Ferland Mendy dispossessed by Havertz. Mason Mount instantly springing along the counter-attack there. It's a beautiful run by N'Golo Kante. And Alonso tries to cross it in. It's blocked by Carvajal initially, but it bounces beautifully onto his right foot, and he absolutely lashes it. What a finish off the inside of the post. And Stephen Packer has just subscribed to join the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game. Welcome to the family, my brother. And I told you, from that first half, I could feel them. The slow man scores indeed. Stuck in the mud. And it was a slow, some people would call it laboured lash with the right foot there. But a technically beautiful strike with the right foot. And hang on, there's no, if the away goal rule was still in place, Chelsea would be way ahead. So unlucky indeed. Well, I think the away goal rule needed to go. I'll talk about that in a second. There is a VAR check here. Hang on a second. What is going on here? They are checking VAR. They are checking VAR here. Oh, he's overturned it. He's disallowed it. Wait, have they disallowed it? Oh, wait, no, they've given it. Have they disallowed it? What? They've disallowed it, have they? Oh, it's apparently touched his hand. I don't know. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. That's harsh. It bounces off his thigh. Oh, that's harsh. That's very harsh. It's disallowed. It's disallowed. It's back to 3-3 on aggregate, 2-0. That is harsh. That is very harsh. And that is going to be the wake-up call that Real Madrid really needed now. That is very, very, very harsh. 3-0 Chelsea. How? Well, I'll tell you how. Because Chelsea have really been the more aggressive team today. The team that look a lot more dangerous on the counter-attack. The team that look a lot more defensively resolute. Really the better side today. But they're not. It's back down to 2-0. If the away goal rule was... Look, man, I think the away goal rule is very good. The away goal rule's gone. It was killing too many games off. I think it was originally brought in so sides don't just sit back on the away leg. But it just ended up with teams... Oh, Benzema! Oh, my days! What a response that would have been by Real Madrid. What a sucker punch that would have been. And Ferland Mendy whips in a beautiful ball. Karim Benzema nodding it down off the crossbar. What a chance. Mendy in no man's land. No chance in hell he's getting that. Wow. What? I mean, it is a very good header. Unfortunately for him, not able to keep the ball down. I think they did him for handball. They did do him for handball. It bounced off his thigh, his left thigh onto his right thigh. Then it grazed his hand, but because it bounced off his hand, went down to the floor, which allowed him to get the strike off in the way that he did. They judged it to basically be giving him an unfair advantage. So that's what it's due. What's he meant to do? I think it's very harsh. I think it's harsh, but that's why they gave us an unfair advantage. But Benzema's header are very, very good. He must be slamming those neck weights, am I right, Taco Kid? He must be absolutely yamming the head weights. Because the ball was going away from him there. And the way he, like, leans backwards but still manages to generate that power, like you say. It's really good. He's technically a beautiful player. And what a response that would have been. This is end-to-end action right now. End-to-end action. If you're a Chelsea fan, you can probably feel a bit harsh done by that goal. Very much harsh done by. If you're a Real Madrid fan, that's the wake-up call you needed. That is the wake-up call you needed. Real Madrid looking a little bit sharper now. A little bit more alert. As to a Bayern Munich, who again are just absolutely piling the pressure on Villarreal. Villarreal, every time I've seen them, haven't even been able to get out of their own... Not even out of their own third, let alone their own half. A team that have been are Real Madrid with Benzema now. This has been a game of two ties. Game of two ties. If you looked at this game right now and you compared it to the first Chelsea versus Real Madrid tie, I mean, chalk and cheese. The way the teams are playing. Oh! Real Madrid look like a completely different outfit right now. Chelsea look like a completely different outfit. Oh, Kovacic. What a run by Kovacic. Kovacic is on fire today. We're talking about some of the best midfielders in the world. I'm mentioning Kante. I'm mentioning Casemiro. But this man, Kovacic, goes very, very much under the radar. His ability to pick up the ball through deep and just cruise through the midfield is amazing. And the midfield battle today is so good to watch. Kroos, Casemiro, Valverde, Kovacic, Kante. Look at Rudiger, man. Look at Rudiger. Jesus, he looks like he's about to bust a blood vessel in there. He looks like he's about to bust every blood vessel in his body. Looks like an absolute madman. And that's, again, another factor of why I'm saying he's one of, if not the best defenders in world football. I mean, what a winner. What a winner. He's alive. He's at work. He's awake. Every second of the game, he's pumped up for it big time. It's a good tackle by Kroos to spin him on a counter-attack. Wow. Are you still feeling it? Are you still feeling it, Taco? You still feeling Real Madrid? They are really growing into this now. They are really gaining as the minutes go on. No pain, no gain, if you will. And they've certainly suffered pain today. Have the Madridians, if you will. Los Blancos. Kai Havertz taken down again. Casemiro. Has Casemiro already been booked today? I'm not sure. Has Casemiro been booked? Has Casemiro been booked? No, he hasn't. Casemiro hasn't been booked. Reece James has. The guy who was taken down. Yeah, still feeling Madrid. Still feeling Madrid. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Who do you think will score the winner? Who do you think will score the winner? And do you think it will happen in 90 minutes? Or do you see this game going to extra time? I think with the pace that this game's gone at, I don't know if I can see it going to extra time. Someone's got to cave in this last 20 minutes, I think. I think someone's going to cave in. Someone's going to break the deadlock. N'Golo Kante. Oh, what the hell was that by Kante? Dinking it all the way across. Carvajal almost messing it up. Manages to lash it clear. It's a game of pinball right now. Timo Werner picking the ball off of Kroos. And again, Real Madrid really struggling to get it out of their own half. The press from Thomas Tuchel's men right now is incredible. Absolutely incredible. Alonso OG would be funny. That would be peak. That would be peak. That would be peak. I'd feel bad for him. That would be rough. Scoring a winner, getting it disallowed, scoring an own goal minutes after, that would be rough, man. That would be rough. That would be rough. It's Bayern Munich whip it in themselves now. Oh my days, it's gone all the way across by Chelsea. Timo Werner in there. Still Werner. Oh, what the hell is that? What the hell is that, man? Jesus, mate. You're not Eden Hazard. I know you're playing against Real Madrid. You probably see him around in the stands. You're getting a bit happy. You're thinking you are Eden Hazard 2.0. You're not, fella. I don't know what the hell that was. As they show that Benzema header again. So close. So close. The ultimate salt in the wounds that would have been. As they do show Marcelo warming up on the touchline. I'd bring Marcelo on if I was Real Madrid. If I was Don Carlo right now, I'd bring him on. They are going to bring Camavinga on instead. Another top draw Frenchman in the midfield. He's coming on for Toni Kroos. This could be interesting. Like I said, the midfield battle has been largely won by Chelsea today. Is this the energy that Real Madrid need in there? Because Toni Kroos has been dispossessed quite a few times there. Quite a few times he's been dispossessed. And allowed Chelsea to come through on the break. Camavinga is on. Toni Kroos off. 17 and a half minutes left of action as we hit 10. Oh, goddamn lights. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from, but all I know is you 10 Source demons are absolute living legendas. That's for damn sure. And I ain't talking Adam. And Kante drags his man to the floor. Lot of Franche Talente. Oh, Muller! Oh, Muller had the chance to put it away for Bayern Munich there. What a chance. Chance of the game. Leroy Sané, like I said, what a ball in with his left foot in swinger. And no one is within 5 yards of Muller. He's got the goal at his mercy. And he heads it wide. He needs to let it come across his body there. He takes it too early. And what a chance for Muller. What a chance. That could have been game, set, and match for Bayern Munich there. Because you don't really see them coming back. Chris! My boy. Chris. For following the boys. Thank you very much, my man, for following and joining the most forward-thinking pioneers to ever grace the beautiful game. I believe that is a Twitch follower right now. I believe that is right there, should I say. I believe that is a Twitch follower. I believe. Not 100% sure, but that is what I believe it is. As Timo Werner comes through. Kovacic now. Oh my days. Here's Timo Werner. Here's Timo Werner. He's still got it, Timo. Still Timo. Oh, he's done it. Would you believe it? It's Timo Werner. Oh my Lord. What a finish. So cool. So composed. Something that people wouldn't usually associate with the German. People usually say he can't finish for Toffee. He isn't there when the pressure is on. But he keeps his composure so well there. He's running in behind. You'd probably tell him to take the shot early, but he doesn't. He keeps his composure. It's a lovely ball through by Kovacic. He's one-on-one. Instead, he cuts it back. Sends Casemiro to the shops, carries on his run, and it does take a little deflection. I believe it's off Carvajal there. No, it comes off Thibaut Courtois, flicks it around Ferland Mendy. I mean, yeah, there's Ferland Mendy. It flicks it around there. And Chelsea reclaim the lead. And probably what you could say is a thoroughly deserved lead. And it's Timo Werner. Wow, Timo Werner. 3-0 Chelsea. Would have been 4 without the disallowed goal. What a performance this is. Could they cause an upset and somehow break their way through to another Champions League finish? Could they become back-to-back European champions? Wow. That is crazy, man. Could they do the back-to-back? Could they be going up against City again? Hi, long time no speaks. TK Facts, my boy. Or as I like to call you, Olivier Giroud. Probably quite happy now. Probably are. Your boys are on a bit of a resurgence. Your rivals currently getting knocked out of the Champions League. The former club of your namesake, Giroud, doing the business as well. How are you? Long time no see indeed. What is that defending? Awful. Questionable defending, but a very good run by Werner. A very good ball through by Kovacic. And it was a good attack by Chelsea. Like I said, though, on the counter-attack, Real Madrid have looked very vulnerable. Very vulnerable on the counter-attack. A great commentary too. Thomas Brennan, my boy. Good to have you here as well, my man. Good to have you here. How are you? How are you? And there you go. I said the man I would bring on for Real Madrid was Marcelo. And Marcelo is on the pitch right here, right now. Is that Casemiro? Casemiro also making his way off for Rodrigo. Ferland Mendy and Casemiro off for Rodrigo and Marcelo. Oh! Kai Havertz. What a header from the corner. That could have been game, set, and match for Chelsea. What a corner. What a chance by Havertz. He's a beautiful header. Heads it down and low. And it's a fantastic save by Thibaut Courtois. From 0 to hero for Thibaut Courtois. Great save. And Real Madrid very close to springing forward on the counter-attack there. But Vinicius Jr. has dragged him down. I knew Chelsea would make it out. Mate, from the first half, I could feel him. From the first half performance, I could just feel the intensity lacking out of that Real Madrid side. I could just feel the heart from that Chelsea side. I don't know what it is. I could just sense it. I could just sense it. But hey, it's not over yet. It's really not over yet. That's a terrible ball by Mendy there. Terrible ball by Mendy. And now it's Real Madrid who come forward. It's Real Madrid who come forward again. What a flick by Camavinga. Camavinga is a source demon, is what he is. That's what Camavinga is. And he tries to find his way out. It's Vinny now. And who's there again? That man, N'Golo Kante. What a baller he is. Shimmies his way past Camavinga. Tries to dink it across, and Alaba's there again. And now Modric plays it! Oh, what a goal! Oh, my Lord, and that's the response they needed. It's the super sub Rodrigo with what looks like his first touch of the game. It's a sensational ball by Modric. One of the best defense-splitting chip-through balls you're ever likely to see. Kante, like I said, skims Camavinga. Alaba's there. Marcelo plays a part as well. What a ball with the outside of his foot. A fantastic run by the substitute Rodrigo. And he's so cool, calm and collected with his right foot. Opens his body up. Passes it into the right-hand corner. And the game is back all square. Goldbridge times 3 equals JT. But it's Chelsea with 3 today. Real Madrid with 1. 4-4 on aggregate. And it's the super sub Rodrigo with the goal. What an inspired decision. Inspired decision that was by Don Carlo. And what a ball by Modric, man, with the outside of his foot. Woo-hoo-hoo! I said it before about Rafinha. But that right there by Modric had more curve than Kim Kardashian's back. It had more curve than the thickest batty you're ever likely to see. And here comes Marcos Alonso, and he slips over there. Slips over, does Marcos Alonso. And how important could that disallowed goal from Marcos Alonso earlier on in the night be in this tie? What a ball. What a absolutely orgasmic ball by Modric. Jesus. You're wrong on that. What am I wrong on? What am I wrong on? Oh my days. Rodrigo again. Rodrigo's still on the spin. Oh, what a tackle by Rodrigo. Kovacic losing out now. And now it's Real Madrid who are out-pressing Chelsea. Now it's Real Madrid who look the more threatening. And it's Modric! Oh, what a save by Mendy. Wow. What am I wrong on? What am I wrong on? What am I wrong on? On curves. What do you mean? How is that not one of the curviest balls you've ever seen? How was that not one of the dippiest, curviest, swazziest crosses you've ever seen? And now Chelsea again on the counter-attack with Loftus-Cheek. Werner out to Mount. Still Mount! Oh, and it's just wide. It's just wide. This is as end-to-end of a game that you're ever likely to see. And this is why, like I said it once, I'll say it again. There is nothing better than the Champions League. The Champions League is the pinnacle of football. And here comes the Michael Jordan of football, or rather the LeBron James of football. That man, Christian Pulisic, is on the pitch. And it's Timo Werner coming off. I wouldn't have taken Timo Werner off. I think Werner has been sensational today. That is the wrong decision, in my opinion. The wrong decision. I think Real Madrid made the right decisions, but I think that is the wrong decision. Of course, Real Madrid now going to be a lot more vulnerable on the counter-attack. Without Casemiro or Kroos on there. Going to be a lot more vulnerable in the midfield. So if they don't get this winner within the 90 minutes, it could go against it there. In 2024, it'll be Forshaw doing that pass Modric did, and Harrison will... Amen. Amen. We can all hope. We can all dream. What a dream that would be, eh? What a dream that would be. And it looked like there could be dreams in tatters here for Villarreal as Pau Lopez is still on the floor. He looks to be coming off injured. Does the Villarreal goalkeeper. There's been a big pause in that game. But it is really hard to take your eyes off this Real Madrid-Chelsea game right now. Rodrigo is better than Rodrigo. Well, I'd love to agree with you there, and I am inclined to agree with you, but not when this man has just scored with his pretty much first touch of the game, if not his first touch of the game, in a Champions League semi-final! Oh, and Vinicius Jr., possibly the hottest talent in world football now. Possibly one of the greatest Brazilians to ever grace the game. Oh, what a chance by Lopez there. But what a run that was by Vinicius Jr. What a baller he is, by the way. What a baller. Been a lot of Ansu Fati versus Vinicius Jr. debates, but I gotta say, it is Vinicius Jr. who this year has really elevated his game to another level. The level in which people thought he could achieve when he first signed for them. The level which puts you in the conversation for a Ballon d'Or. But the only way that he's really going to get up there is with Real Madrid winning the Champions League. Of course, it would be his teammate Karim Benzema, who would go down ahead of him, who has been slightly more important. But, again, you would need a Champions League victory in order to be in conversation for a Ballon d'Or. And they have 5 minutes left of regulatory time to try and claw their way towards one. And Chelsea themselves have another 5 minutes of regulatory time to finish off what will be a sensational comeback. A sensational comeback. And try and get themselves to become back-to-back European champions. Here is Mason Mount on the left-hand side. Sorry. Here is Mason Mount now! Oh! It was Pulisic who gave it to Mount. And you gotta say, if Chelsea aren't to do this, this would be a very, very sad day if you are a Chelsea fan for the performance they've put in here, for the heart they've showed to get themselves back into a lead, have that goal sucked away, and then get themselves back into the lead again. If they aren't to do this, then it is probably a very, very sad day as a Chelsea fan. But what heart Real Madrid would have shown. The heart of champions. And that is the difference in quality. That is the difference in quality when you got a player like Luka Modric in your side. That is world class playmaking. And that is the one area of Chelsea's game that they have been lacking, is someone who can just do something like that and create something out of nothing. And I'm not seeing right now where the goals are going to come from with Timo Werner coming off the pitch. I'm really not. I know a lot of people don't like Timo Werner, but in Europe as well, he always seems to perform. And today, it's been sensational, man. He has been sensational. And so far, Pulisic is not really able to get himself into the game. And Real Madrid ready. Another attacking change now. Going balls to the walls. It's Lucas Vazquez. Who's going to come off? Who is going to come off for Lucas Vazquez? It is Nacho. Nacho coming off. So another centre-half coming off for another attacker. Real Madrid going for the jugular right now. They're trying to end this before it goes to extra time. And so too are Bayern Munich. This time Leroy Sané coming forward. Les Sans, if you will. But again, every time I look over there, someone's doing something magic in this other game. And this time it's Chelsea building up the ball. Or building up the tension, building up the play. With Kovacic. Out to Kante. Back to Rudiger. Opens his body up superbly. But instead goes back to Kovacic. They're slowing it down now, Chelsea. Really slowing it down. Going to need a bit more injection of pace from them. This is very easy to defend for Real Madrid. As Kante flicks it in, it's Pulisic now. The super sub Pulisic gets it out to Kante. Kante to Mason Mount. Spreading it out nice now. And it's deflected / blocked by Rodrigo. And I can't tell if that's a throw-in or a corner for Chelsea because of the camera angle. Is it a corner? It is a corner for Chelsea. Could we have another Rudiger masterclass? Could this be the moment that Chelsea fans have been dreaming of? It's whipped in by Marcos Alonso. Oh, it does go to Rudiger, but he's unable to get it. And Vinicius Jr. has passed it straight out for another Chelsea corner. What the hell was that? What the hell was that? And Alphonso Davies finally back from his 4 month layoff. Alphonso Davies back in action for Bayern Munich. Brilliant to see him there. One of the kindest hearted souls you'll see in European football. What a man he is, and what a baller he is as well. And he is onto the pitch now. Good to see that. And he's straight on the ball. As Chelsea give away a stupid free kick with Rudiger on Modric there. Giving away the opportunity. The game is narrowing out. About to find its way to extra time. Both games so far about to find their ways to extra time. Instead, can one of them grab the winner in these dying embers of the game? And if any team does look like they are going to grab one, it probably is Chelsea. Or Bayern Munich as they come forward again. But again, it's strongly defended by Villarreal. And Villarreal springing on the counter-attack here. They still come forward with Lo Celso. And Lo Celso plays it into Gerard Moreno, who squares it to Danjuma. And Villarreal have done it! Oh, it's not Danjuma, it's Chukwueze, sorry! And Villarreal, in the 88th minute of the game, they scored the winner! Would you believe it? And it's an absolute dagger into the hearts of Bayern Munich fans. And Chukwueze might have just put himself down into the folklore of Villarreal Football Club. It's a beautiful counter-attack. And I told you, if Bayern Munich don't get the second, you can feel Villarreal sucker punching them with the counter-attack. Oh, he's offside, is he? Oh, he's offside, I think. I think Moreno might be offside. Is he offside there? It's a beautiful ball across. It's a fantastic finish. Unfortunately for Davies, it is him playing Chukwueze on side there. Is it? Is it going to be disallowed? Is it going to be disallowed? I'm not sure if that was offside. But if it's not, it's currently... It is allowed. It is allowed. And Villarreal so far are heading to a Champions League semi-final. Would you believe it? Oh my lord. God damn, that is the ultimate story of a lifetime. It is indeed. And look at Unai Emery, man. Look at Unai Emery. What a manager. What a tactical genius. Oh my lord. Villarreal. What a comeback. Well, not a comeback. Not really a comeback. But compared to how this game's gone, they have been defending with their hearts on their sleeves. Every single one of them to a man. Because Bayern Munich have been absolutely pummeling them down. And they turn to Eric Maxing Choupo-Moting to drag them out of it. Would you believe it? Oh, man. Wow, Thomas, you're right. It is one of the most beautiful, ultimate underdog stories of a lifetime. And they could kill the game off with Gerard Moreno now. No, they can't. Just imagine what Chelsea are going to do to Leeds if they are in this mood. Gulp. Chelsea will be tired by the time they show up at Elmo, potentially, hey. And look, this is a Champions League semi-final. This is different. But yeah, if they are in this mood, then it's looking like a rough night for Leeds. But can they finish it off, though? 1 minute left of extra time. And Marcus Alonso has a dangerous free kick for Chelsea. He gives it back to Reece James, possibly man of the match, who dinks it all the way across. Havertz rips it down! Oh, what a chance! Pulisic, the substitute, with his second great chance in a matter of minutes. And that should have been the game for Chelsea. What a header by Havertz to Pulisic. How has he not scored that? It's decent defending by Carvajal. Decent defending. Gotta disagree with you there, mate. Can't even think of the commentator's name. Gotta disagree with you there. It's decent defending. Wow, that's a chance and a half for Pulisic. 2 great chances in 2 minutes. Can Chelsea get a last-ditch attempt, though? That was very stupid by Mason Mount there, not letting that out. Chat disconnected, successfully reconnected. And it is full time in the Chelsea game. Extra time, Chelsea versus Real Madrid will go to. Liverpool going to the final then. Hey, don't count out City. And don't count out Villarreal. Do not count out Villarreal. Oh, sorry, to the final. So you mean beat out Villarreal. Sorry. Don't count out Villarreal. Do not count them out. Bayern Munich still have 2 minutes to come back, though. Indeed, they do. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left before one of the greatest underdog stories you're ever likely to see in your life occurs. As I just ready the time. Let me just get this ready for the extra time. Serge Aurier, would you believe it? The former Tottenham Hotspur man potentially going to find his way to a Champions League semi-final with the former Arsenal manager. But if Bayern Munich have anything to say about it, with Goretzka! Oh, and it's a beautiful save by Rulli. He dives to the floor. Just 1 minute, 20 seconds left now. Oh my lord. Could they do it? Could they do it? Could they do it? 1 minute left. You could hear a pin drop in the Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich fans speechless. Rooted to their seats. As 50 seconds remain on the clock. And it's a free kick for Villarreal. Surely now. Surely it's over. Surely all they need to do is hoof that free kick long. And they're on their way to a Champions League semi-final. Unai Emery having an absolute meh. Unai Emery losing the plot. Could Villarreal, I mean, we're talking about Chelsea winning back-to-back Champions League trophies. Could Villarreal win back-to-back European trophies from Europa League to Champions League? Villarreal 7th in the Liga in a semi-final. Mate, it's Unai Emery. It's the way he's always been. Even with his Valencia side, he's just a European specialist. That's what he does. Even when he was at Arsenal and they weren't doing too well in the league, he got them to a Europa League final. He's a European specialist. That's why Real Madrid went for him. I mean, not Real Madrid, PSG went for him in the first place to win that Champions League. And it just looks like now he might be getting Villarreal to the semi-final. The 4 minutes of added time are up, but yet they still allow Bayern Munich one last attack. It's great defending by Moreno, and it's still won by Moreno. It's a Bayern Munich throw-in. 23 seconds over the allotted amount of stoppage time, but they still allow Bayern Munich to attack, and still Aurier to clear it now. Still Villarreal, all he needs to do is hoof it down the line. That he does. It's Chukwueze again. And it's cleared by Upamecano. And surely that's it. And they've done it. Would you believe it? Unai Emery and Villarreal with one of the greatest underdog stories you will ever see in European football. They have knocked out the German giants of Bayern Munich. And as you said there, 7th in La Liga in the semi-final of a Champions League. It is absolute limbs, absolute heartbreak for Alphonso Davies and Bayern Munich. But that is one of the craziest things you are ever likely to see. An absolute smash and grab of the highest proportion. And Villarreal have done it. Bayern Munich fans absolutely speechless. Some of them in tears. And can you blame them? Villarreal players also in tears. But for one of the most beautiful reasons you will ever see. Ever the underdogs are Villarreal and Unai Emery. Ever the underdogs, and they've done it. Good evening all. It's a good evening indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Because how can you not love that? How can you not love an underdog story like that from Villarreal? How can you not be absolutely overwhelmed with emotion at what you're seeing transpiring here? What beautiful scenes you're seeing on the pitch right now at full time. As Villarreal have done it. Wow. 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 Absolutely sensational. As extra time kicks off in this Chelsea-Real Madrid game. Another game littered with emotive actions and emotion and quality. But right now, I just want to take a second to soak this up and appreciate it. And Big Daddy James told you that if Bayern Munich don't get that second goal within the 70th, 80th minute, then Villarreal would come back and sucker punch them on the counter-attack. And that is exactly what happened. 1 attempt on target for Villarreal, 1 goal, 24 attempts to 4. What a win. What heart, desire, and passion showed by Villarreal. What a crazy turnaround. Wow. Wow. And now all eyes turn back to Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the extra time. Now all eyes turn back to what was the biggest game of the day for sure. And can Chelsea finish off a dramatic comeback in the heart of Spain? In Spain's capital, I tell you, it doesn't even look like the next team that scores are necessarily down to win. You can feel both teams scoring the way this game has gone. And it's Camavinga breaking through now for Real Madrid. Forgot this was on. Hope Chelsea go through for the kids, fam. Chelsea potentially should have, man. They've had a goal disallowed, and they've showed such great heart and desire today. They've had so many great chances as well, have Chelsea. Pulisic getting a couple before the break. But it's great play by Real Madrid, especially for their goal there. And Chelsea unable to quite make the breakthrough now. Bayern paid 25 mil for Nagelsmann just for him to get knocked out in the quarterfinals. Knocked out by an absolute tactical genius. I feel like Unai Emery works better with these underdog sides, you know what I mean? It's just how he does it, how he manages to do it. Year in, year out. On the European stage is unbelievable. Let's not forget, they are Europa League winners. They beat Man United in the Europa League final last year. How he manages to do it on this shoestring budget. And a guy that was so disrespected in his time in England. So disrespected. So disrespected during his time in England. And now he's back. Emery is better when he's given time. Absolutely, for sure. I mean, he's showing it here. He's showing it here. And speaking of time, Chelsea being gifted a lot of time on the ball right now. N'Golo Kante sprays it out to Reece James. Reece James charging forward. Can he rip the shot? Yes, he can, but instead it tickles its way over the crossbar. Tickles his way. Who do you guys have going through in this one? Who do you guys have going through in this one? Are we looking at 2 Spanish teams in a Champions League semi-final? Or are we looking at one of potentially 3 English teams in a semi-final? Well, I say 2 of 3. Could potentially 2 of 3 Spanish teams in the Champions League semi-final, of course. Atletico Madrid not out of it yet. And all those people that disrespect the Europa League, shame on them. What do you mean by that? Well, I mean, it isn't the pinnacle. I mean, there's a lot of top teams in there. I mean, if you're talking about Villarreal generally, then yeah, I mean, fair play. Wouldn't have minded Emery at Leeds. You know, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of his style of football. And unless if we could get into Europe, like you say, it wouldn't necessarily be making full advantage of him if Leeds aren't in Europe. But, wow. He certainly does it on the European stage, that's for sure. You cannot discredit him. And here comes Chelsea again dominating the early portions of this extra half tie as Lucas Vazquez gets in the face of Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz pushing him there. Has to be very careful not to pick up a booking. I believe he might already be on a booking. No, he's not already on a booking. He's not already on a booking, is Kai Havertz. Not 100% sure there. No, he's not. No, he is not. And now I can get this Villarreal game off my screen and go full screen on Chelsea versus Real Madrid. He is great indeed. He is. And so is this man, Mason Mount, who gives it to Pulisic, who hasn't exactly been doing the business for Chelsea since coming on. Not going to lie to you. Like I said, should have kept Timo Werner on. And would Timo Werner have converted one of those chances? Of course, already getting a goal to his name today and an assist. But he's good on a shoestring unless you're right. He was so disrespected at Arsenal. He is very good on a shoestring budget. And hang on a second. Here is Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. coming in. He whips it across Benzema. And it's 3-2 Chelsea. Real Madrid with the goal. Karim Benzema with the header. And they come back. Karim the Dream Benzema with the header. And Real Madrid take the lead. 5-4 on aggregate. This game is littered with drama. And it is the Spanish Giants who take the lead back on aggregate. His headers, you said it before. He's done it with a header again. It's sloppy play by Kante and Loftus-Cheek. Vinicius Jr. has sprung on the counter-attack. It's a fantastic cross with the outside of his right foot. And Benzema is there in the right place at the right time to coolly slot it across the face of goal, across Mendy, and into the bottom left-hand corner. And yet more drama occurs. As again, Real Madrid, like I said, under the cosh for large proportions of this extra time, but sucker punching Chelsea on the counter-attack. And Karim the Dream Benzema, he's so clutch indeed. His 4th goal of the tie, his 1st goal of the game, 12 goals in 9 matches in the Champions League for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid take the lead on aggregate. Still trailing on the day, though. Chelsea now need 2 to win the game on regulation time. But like I said before, you can see both sides scoring in extra time. It's still not over for Chelsea yet as they come forward again. Big up JT. Big up yourself, Curved Glass. Big up yourself. Big up all the legends in here, especially the 15 damn likes. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you like them from, but all I know is you 15 absolute source demons are absolute living legendas. That's for damn sure. And again, I ain't talking about Adam. Here comes Rudiger. Rudiger out to mark Dross Alonso. How gutted is he, or how gutted will he be come the end of the night with his disallowed goal? How important will that disallowed goal prove to be for Chelsea in this game? You've got to feel for Chelsea fans at the moment with the heart that their team has put on this today. Definitely the better side of the day. But the quality, and rather the abundance of quality that Real Madrid have at their disposal, come in clutch for them in this game. What a couple of games we've had on today. Two polar opposite games, one end-to-end, littered with goals. One with one side under the cosh, pinned back for 99% of the game with the ultimate smash and grab. Two completely contrasting games, but two equally beautiful games. As Chelsea make a change now, Hakim Ziyech is readied and stripped. It's N'Golo Kante coming off. This time Chelsea throwing balls to the walls, sacrificing their midfield battle for more goals. This has been a cracking game. This has been one of the most entertaining games I've seen this year. This has been an insane game. This has been a beautiful game. And Real Madrid come forward again with Valverde. Could they capitalise on N'Golo Kante's departure? They find it out to Vinicius Jr., who goes all the way back. Unfortunately, not getting anything out of them. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. This is why the Champions League is just so good. It's so beautiful. There's nothing like the Champions League. The elite quality you see on display is just amazing. Amazing. Anybody in any one of these games can turn the game on a knife edge. On a knife edge. Ziyech now trying to get the ball down. He's floundering his legs around at the ball, unable to really get anything out of it. And it's Camavinga now coming forward for Real Madrid. Can they put the final nail in the coffin? If Real Madrid are to get a goal now, you probably can't see a way for Chelsea to come back without one of the most insane comebacks of all time. In extra time. But like you say, Real Madrid, well, Chelsea leading the game, but Real Madrid leading the tie. Who do you guys have? I want to see some ones in the chat if you can feel Chelsea coming back. I want to see some twos in the chat if you think Real Madrid and their European pedigree that goes along with them is just too strong. And I want to see some zeros in the chat if you're not quite sure. Ones, twos, or zeros. I want to see pens. I do want to see pens indeed. What do you make of Jesse's interview on TalkSport? Questionable. Questionable is what I made of it. Hang on a second. It's whipped in. It's Ziyech! Oh, what a chance. And it's a Chelsea corner. It was questionable. I'd like to go into more detail on it. Obviously, now is not the time because there's so much action going on here. It was questionable. That's for sure. I was highly questionable of it. But, and I will be going into it in more detail tomorrow on the midweek fix if anyone is interested in that. As Chelsea take the corner now. It's Kai Havertz whipping it on. And it's easily saved by the former Chelsea man, Thibaut Courtois. But yeah, I kind of liked it, but I kind of felt like he was throwing Bielsa under the bus a little bit, if I'm honest. I want to see pens. Pens would be very exciting. Very, very exciting, that's for sure. Probably one of the only ways to make this game any more exciting. As Real Madrid earn a free kick deep in Chelsea half. Ziyech giving away a yellow card or giving away a free kick, picking up a yellow card with just minutes on the pitch for him. Come on, Madrid. Ras up them King Road Ponces. Oh, man. Certainly a posh club, are Chelsea. At Ponces, I'm not sure I'd go as far as to say, but yes. Certainly a fan base that rub many up the wrong way. Or a club that do. Large sections of this Santiago Bernabeu being covered up, which I don't really like, personally. Absolutely spiffing ball, if I do say so myself. What do you mean there is no data? No. Excellent connection. Whew. I only like penalty shootouts when oh, tell me about it. Amen to that. Oh my God, Camavinga! Oh! Almost ripping the shot into the top right-hand corner. Or top left-hand corner. Keeper's right. What a strike. What a bodying, or rather physical destruction by Karim Benzema there as he bodies, I believe that was Kovacic, to the floor. Sprays it out to Camavinga. But wow, what a chance. I bet Frank Lampard's crying right now. I don't know. He's probably got bigger things on his mind with Everton right now. But probably looking at it with a keen eye for sure. For sure. A lot of Chelsea fans probably in tears right now. But, like I said, still not out of the game. But yeah, like as you said with the penalty shootouts, all I've got to look back to is the Euro final. And yeah, not fun at all. It's great to win them, but it's not fun at all being in them. I was out getting food. Damn, Bayern lost. That's a massive upset. It is a massive upset. And it's your man, Unai Emery, mate. The guy you spat out the door, Bargav. Oh, Kai Havertz! Kai Havertz flicks it out to Ziyech. What a chance that was. And it's another Chelsea corner with 104 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock. It was a massive upset indeed. Like I said, the guy you spat out of the door, Unai Emery, with another masterclass. An absolute smash and grab, but a masterclass nonetheless. And Havertz flicks it on again. Havertz and Werner, my two best players for Chelsea this evening. Two of the most hated players when they signed for them as well. Or rather, most scapegoated players for Chelsea. But two players that always perform on the European stage, potentially more than they even do on the Premier League stage. And Havertz having a really good game today. His hold-up play is sensational. The flicks down in the box to other people. The springing Chelsea on the counter-attack has been really, really good from Kai Havertz. Really good. And it's about to hit the 105th minute. And it's Christian Pulisic weaving his way in now. Finds his way to Rudiger, who spins. Is he dragged down? No, it's a good foul. It's a good challenge. And there's no extra time. No stoppage time. And it is half time in the European clash of clashes. The clash of the Titans. The European champions against the Spanish champions-elect. Well, Gav, who do you support? He's an Arsenal fan. If you do not know, sorry, you should probably let him answer that one. But yeah, he's an Arsenal fan. He's probably happy turning down Newcastle right now. Who's probably happy turning down Newcastle right now? Who? Oh, Unai Emery. Well, absolutely, mate. I told you, mate, he's a European genius. An absolute European genius. Now, Thomas Tuchel is bringing the whiteboard out to give his team a halftime team talk. I am quickly going to sprint to the toilet. I will be literally 20 seconds. Hang on a second. First things first, I've got to pause. I've got to pause the old timer. Oh, no. Oh, no. It won't let me go past this now. Oh, it won't let me skip past it. All right, well, I've completely messed up the time. I should have just paused it. Instead, I'm going to do this. 15. Okay. All right. Bada bing, bada boom. We're ready to start for the second half of extra time. I'm going to quickly sprint to the toilet, like I said. Not surprised you spent so much time with us. It's a much better camp, don't you think? Oh, man. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? We're back in action. The second half literally about to start. But guess who's just come onto the pitch? Two players, actually. Jorginho for Kovacic and Saul Niguez coming on for Chelsea as well. Can he yet again puncture Real Madrid hearts? He did it many times for Atletico Madrid over the years. Can he come back and slay his Spanish counterpart? Something Chelsea potentially needed. I think Kovacic has been excellent today, but he has tired a little bit. There is a little lack of energy in that Chelsea midfield right about now. As we get the clock resumed. 15 minutes, 33 seconds, aka 105 minutes, 33 seconds. If anyone is trying to sync it up, bitter Cinco de Mayo weekend. I just love the game. He does indeed. Who doesn't here? Who doesn't here? There's nothing more beautiful than the game of football. That's for damn sure. Congratulations. Didn't watch because of Arsenal. Hey, favorite play, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Unfortunately, could have done with your boys actually picking up a result against Brighton. Unfortunately, kind of shat the bed a little bit. Would have likened you to win that game, but alas. Saul coming for Chelsea. Madrid have won then. Not necessarily Taco Kid. Saul, yes, he hasn't had a great start to his Chelsea life. Hasn't had a great campaign with Chelsea, but he's done it on the European stage before, and he's done it against Real Madrid before, has Saul. And European football is different to Premier League football or La Liga football. Oh, Courtois almost gifting the ball to Havertz there. Havertz, for me, what a player, man. What a player Kai Havertz is. What a signing, man. He's so saucy. He's so beautiful. He reminds me a bit of Patrick Bamford, but just with more technical ability. Tuchel must be confident of Pens if he's brought Jorginho on. Nah, Jorginho, he's just playmaker. I don't think he's confident of Pens at all. How could you be when you're trailing with 15 minutes to go? But if it does go to Pens, like you say, that he could have been thinking of that. And it's good to at least give him 15 minutes and not do what we did in the Euros and just bring two players on within minutes to go to take penalties and then they completely shank it up and miss it and screw us over. But, alas, I'm not going to get salty about the Euros. Bayern Munich, yeah, mate. Bayern Munich absolutely slammed out of the Champions League. Absolutely crushed by Villarreal. And like you say, dominated the game. Really dominated the game. But Villarreal, what an upset. What an upset. And this could turn out to be a bit of an upset here. I know before the game started, you'd have been looking at it being an upset for Chelsea to come back and the way that they were winning. But the way that they played throughout that first 90 minutes, I think they should have been a good couple of goals more ahead. Obviously, they had the disallowed goal of Marcos Alonso. Pulisic, again, man, I think if you have Werner on the pitch, you maybe score those couple of chances. I really do think you do. The best team did not win the Euros. That is absolute rubbish. They snaked their way through on 3 penalty shootouts, man. How is that the best team winning the Euros? I've got to disagree with you there, Joe. Got to disagree with you. They're on 3 penalty shootouts. I think England were the best team in that Euros. Look, you call me biased, but whatever happened, we messed up our chances on penalty shootouts. We should have won that. Subbing 3 players on, getting them to take penalties, not a smart idea on my end. And look, like I say, I got a lot of, I don't really go to thingy. No, told you Southgate. Nah, I got to disagree with you there. Look, I think that was a poor decision, but I think Southgate got us to the Euro final. So, I've got to disagree with you on that one. I really do. I think Southgate's very underrated. As this man, Thomas Tuchel, is. You're looking at European masters in Unai Emery and potentially Thomas Tuchel here. 2 players, who, me? Sound bitter about what? Nah, look, I'm not bitter. Look, Italy. Oh, hang on a second. Maybe I do sound bitter. Maybe I do. But or maybe I am being bitter, which of course I'm thingy of, and I am bitter. You know what? I am bitter. Of course, I'm goddamn bitter. My country lost in the European final. Who wouldn't be bitter? Who wouldn't feel pain every time they think about that? Who wouldn't? I'm only human, and we're only human after all. But I don't feel a need to discredit Southgate, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been there. But here we go anyway. The eyes and the thing that matters right now is Chelsea versus Real Madrid, as Mason Mount cruises his way through 2, 3, 4, and he's dragged down. It's given us no free kick. Southgate's getting us to the World Cup final. Don't worry, don't worry. Rudiger! What a great piece of defensive play that is. And now he's having a little wrestling match with Rodrigo on that left-hand side of the pitch now. Yeah, like me in the Champions League 2006, exactly. And that was actually, he shouldn't have been sent off for me. Should have just allowed the goal. Again, that was a bit of a stupid one for me that messed the game up. He had to sub Bobby Perez off in, after like half an hour in that one. Hang on a second. Here come Chelsea though. Another English side against another Spanish side. Like you say in that 2000 Champions League final. 2006 Champions League final. You had an English side and a Spanish side. And it was the English side that dominated the majority of the game, but the Spanish side that punctured them and counter-attacked. And unfortunately for Chelsea, it looks like that story is repeating themselves here. You're having a laugh. He's not having a laugh, Joe. Because Southgate... Oh! Terrible ball there. What a chance that was by Chelsea. What a terrible... well, not a terrible ball. What a terribly amazing chance that could have been. Oh, so close by Havertz, almost slide tackling him there. But yeah, no, he's not having a laugh because Gareth Southgate is the best manager in international history. He really is. Villarreal, Liverpool semi-final potentially. Don't count Benfica out yet. Do not count Benfica out yet. Do not. How could Southgate not win with those players? I mean, you say that, but we've had arguably better squads in the past and not got anywhere near as far. So that's a bit of a loaded question there, isn't it, Joe? What about the golden generation? What about all the generations from 1966 onwards? Or you could say from Italia 90 onwards. Yeah? That Italia 90 side, people say were a lot better than the thingy. They said the Euro 96 side were a lot more talented than this. But yeah, they didn't get as far. So... you tell me. Hang on a second. Jorginho plays it through. Here comes Mason Mount. Down the right-hand side. Oh, man. Pulisic, man. Pulisic hasn't had a good performance since coming on. What do you guys think about Pulisic? I think that could have been the mistake there. I think that could be the big mistake. That could have been what's cost Chelsea this tie. Is Christian Pulisic. Christian Pulisic has come on. And compared to what Werner was doing, he looks nowhere near as physical, nowhere near as much energy, nowhere near as much composure. He's losing the ball every couple of seconds. I don't know, and he's missed a couple of big chances. I think Pulisic is crap. I don't think he's crap. I don't think Pulisic is necessarily crap, but I think Werner was having a fantastic game, and I think it is definitely the wrong decision. What time you on tomorrow, JT? You mean for the Euro Night Live? Well. Basically, what's happening, 7 to 8, I am going to be on the midweek fix. I am going to be on that midweek fix. And then hopefully it finishes at 8 like it's scheduled to. And I should be loading straight into the stream for the other semi-finals. Here comes Ziyech! Oh, what a chance! Oh. Damn. It will be live. The midweek fix will be live, and this will also be live. Like I said, should be jumping straight from that onto the Euro Night Live. Back on this with you lovely individuals. Of course, 2 massive games. Liverpool versus Benfica. What's going on here, man?